new champion has been leaked. It's out on YouTube. The champion is named beth or beth, and it's a jungle champion. It's a void champion, and in today's video we are gonna be watching the 5 abilities that have been leaked and gonna be talking about the champion overall. So I'll be reading out some text here. So first of all, she was supposed to be a hybrid champion like Volibear, opening the possibilities of build. She would be more AP than AD. I don't know if it has been changed. Now to the passive. Death in Lavender. Enemies, champions, big monster camps, epic monsters, siege, and super minions drop a thing when they die. Belvet can collect these to stack her passive. This passive forms a swarm based on the stacks. It grants her lifesteal against jungle camps. If she attacks a turret or epic monster, she sends her swarm to it, healing her and damaging it. It consumes all stacks. So this kind of reminds me of the old Dark Harvest, where every time you killed a jungle camp, you'd get a stack. And the stacks would then be procced onto champion, but here it consumes all the stacks. But pretty cool, pretty unique. We don't really have a champion that consumes all stacks in terms of doing damage to towers or epic monsters, so that's pretty cool. Unfortunately, there is no gameplay of it. As soon as there will be gameplay, I will be making a updated version on it. And then we have Q, Void Surge. Passive, Belvet has an arrow in 4 diagonals, and what I've understood is that she can, if the champion is standing here, the champion can then dash like this. And that's what it means by the arrow in 4 diagonals. And then the active, Belvet dashes, dealing damage on slow. It procs her passive to past enemies while in endless banquet. We don't know what this ability is yet, but we'll go back to it whenever we find out. When she damages a champion or big monster or epic monster in the direction of the arrow with her dash, it is fully restored to cast again. Using against small monster and minions in the direction of the arrow, it restores 40% of Q cooldown. So it procs her passive while in endless banquet. Okay, when she damages a champion or big monster, epic monster in the direction of the arrow with her dash, it is fully restored. Not quite sure what it means, but it basically resets with this dash, and on champions and big monsters, and then on small monsters and minions, it restores the cooldown for 40%. The W, above and below, it seems the same as Rex size W with Pike's W. Belvet goes underground, actually enters in a sea, water, I don't know, for a short time, getting movement speed and going through walls. At the end, she unbursts, dealing damage and knocking up all enemies in the area, while in Endless Banquet, she becomes untargetable and grants a short stun after the knockup. So it's like Rex size W with Pike's W, but can also be used through walls, so throw in a Kane E as well. And on top of that, Rex size W can only knock up one target, whereas Velvet can knock up all enemies in her W knockup. And then if she's in her Endless Banquet, I'm assuming this is her ult, then she becomes untargetable as well, and after the knockup, you're then stunned when you land on the ground again. Her E, Royal Maelstrom. I guess it's supposed to say Maelstrom, but I'm not sure. Belvet starts channeling a vortex. During it, she can't move and pull all enemies to her, damaging them for each second. During it, she receives less damage. She gives back a percentage of the damage she received for the attackers, like Thornmail. While in Endless Banquet, which we now know is her ulti, this deals a percentage of true damage over second or over time. The damage reduction is higher, and at the end, she can explode its area. So this is kind of like an old Galio ult. If you guys don't know the old Galio, then his ulti was kind of like Rel, where you jump in and then it taunts everyone. Everyone who is in this circle will start hitting in this situation, well beth, and then she will do damage to these champions. And then we have Ultimate, Endless Banquet. Bel'Veth turns into her true form for seconds, like Aatrox's ulti or Swain's new ulti. The duration is high and it can be longer while in combat, buffing all her skills. She gains HP, magic resist, armor, and damage while transformed. Collecting passive stacks heals Bel'Veth for a percentage. She uses all her stacks to form a swarm of fishes, damaging enemies, champions that are nearby. The swarm dies after some time, but it can be renewed by killing champions. Okay. So she kind of like reaches a different form, just like the Aatrox ulti. And then for her Q, did it do anything? It procs her passive to past enemies while in Endless Banquet. So it procs passive in her ult through Q. In W, if you use your ult and you use W, then she becomes untargetable and you are stunned after knockup. And if you use it with your E, then you do percentage true damage over time, and damage reduction is higher, and in the end of your E, you can also use it to explode. So, pretty cool champion. I can't wait to see some actual gameplay of this champion, but I'm pretty excited for it. The passive is completely unique. I don't think we have a single champion that is similar to this. It is supposed to be a hybrid jungler, so makes it pretty difficult to build against. The Q is the mobility. The W kind of seems like the setup for ganks with the CC. And yeah, Rek'Sai W, Pyke W, and Kayn E all mixed into one. And Royal Maelstrom is like the old Galio, so we kind of get an ability that we don't have anymore in the game. We get back in the game to a new champion, and then her ulti is just like a form like many other champions where it just empowers the other abilities. So pretty cool champion, and can't wait to see the actual gameplay or try it out on PB. And then when it comes out, I'll obviously be playing it, maybe even on PB, otherwise I'll be playing it on live servers. And it looks pretty broken, I will not lie, but we will have to wait and see for some actual numbers before I can say if this champion will actually be good or bad. But with the latest champions that Riot has been releasing, then this champion is probably also gonna be broken like the rest of them. But yeah, that's basically the video. Let me know what you guys think of Bel'Veth, and let me know what you guys think about the kit, and then I'll see you guys in my next YouTube video or my next live stream on Twitch. Thank you for watching, and see you guys.